Okay, hi. I'm here with Messer, and they're on tour with Lacey Sturm.
Yep, and Red.
And a few other bands, too.
Yeah,
One other band, Righteous Vendetta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Righteous Vendetta. Yeah, it's the Unstoppable Screams tour. It's Unstoppable Screams with an S. I have to get that in there. It's hard to
More
say.
than one scream.
A lot of screams, but they're unstoppable though. And it's been a great tour. Obviously, with Red's fans and Lacey's fans have been really great to us, and we've been making new fans every single night. Most of these shows have been sold out, so we've been playing to some good crowds, and very thankful for that. Obviously, our single right now, currently, Make This Life, which is number 34, 33 on the radio charts, and With a Bullet, moving up. And we're out here trying to, let people know that we're a great new band that you should check out.
Okay. So, how did you get hooked up on this tour?
Well, everything happens through management these days. We were actually working on another tour with a couple other bands, and then I think there was a band that was going to be doing this tour with them that picked up a bigger tour and moved or dropped it for whatever reason. So we were kind of actually last minute. So a lot of these venues, they weren't even aware we were even coming with the package, and so it's been even more kind of fun to be able to make fans that didn't know that they were coming even to see a band even to discover a band. They weren't even expecting us. So it's been a lot of fun because night after night people come up to us and they're telling us that they never heard of us, and
right.
So glad they got
here early to see it.
Yeah, right.
So it's fun. We're having a great time.
So you're headed to
after this home.
Yeah.
Going back to Dallas for
Yep.
our big show there at our hometown, and with all of our fans as well. So, but it is part of the tour. So the whole tour is rolling in there. Canton Hall, famous area in
Deep Ellum.
Dallas called Deep Ellum.
right.
Historic area. So
we're excited to be back home. We've been on this thing since like February 26th or 7th or 26th.
Yeah, it's been like a month and a half already.
Being able to go back home, and then we hear that show's almost sold out or is going to sell out. So to go back home and play, to a sold out hometown crowd is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we have our actual hometown CD release show April 4/20 when our album drops.
April 20th.
And that's part of a tour. We're going out with the guys in Shallow Side right after this. We're literally coming right off of this tour, April 15th, right onto the tour with Shallow Side, and then I think the third date of that tour is our album release, and we've been pre-selling this album on our Pledge Music campaign, and that's going to continue to run through the end of this month, I believe. So you can still actually go there and order some of the exclusive packages that we have, like our vinyl package, where we actually are doing a 180 gram audiophile vinyl with a really great packaging, lots of really great artwork. Part of what we wanted to do with this album was to kind of bring back that that interactive experience that we all had growing up with music, when you would get the CD or the cassette, even going back when I was really young, but getting home and opening it up and unfolding it and reading all the lyrics and all the liner notes and all the people that are involved. We've kind of gotten away from that, and we actually spent a great deal of time to put that back into our packaging, from our CD packaging to our vinyl record packaging. And vinyl was important for us because it represents the truest physical form of our art. It's physically embedded in there. It's not a 1 or a 0. It's as analog as you can get. And
it's the way all the greats did it.
It's the way all the greats did it. And
we
were trying to set out to create an album full of new classic rock songs that will carry us into the next decade or two, that we'll look back on and go, God, those are great classic rock songs, because they stood the test of time, much like why radio today is still so full of these recurrent classic rock songs, because they were made a special way by by hand by craftsmen. And that's what we did with our album. We spent 5 years of our lives handcrafting this album with a team of real craftsmen, from our producer and co-writer Chad Gendison to Ben Gross, the great Ben Gross, who mixed this album with us, to Tom Baker, who mastered it, right down to Craig Howell, who's a phenomenal artist, from anything from American Idol's logo to Five Finger Death Punch to Lucasfilms. This guy's a visionary, and he helped us bring the vision we had for our artwork to life. And we're just super excited for everybody to get their hands on this and listen to it and tell us what they think. It was meant as a start to finish. You put the album on and you listen to the album.
Yeah, it's an album. It's
it tells
individual songs, but it's an album. It's an album that's.
So the album tells the whole story?
Yeah, it's not like a concept album in that sense. We didn't set it out for it to be that. We just, in fact, even trying to decide the sequence of this album was done. It took a great deal of time and effort to even put that together. But it's for us. It's a timestamp of our lives making this record. We wrote this record as we were living our lives, and shit happens, life happens. But it literally follows the stories of our lives. Everybody that was involved with it, and
so everybody's got a little piece.
Oh yeah.
Each song.
Your heart and souls in each of these songs. Each person. So. Yeah,
we put our lives on hold for 5 years, which in a time and a day and age. Quit touring. We quit doing everything. We just did our day jobs to get by, but everything was to get this album done, and at whatever it cost, whatever it took to make it happen. Because we believed in these songs, and we believed in our vision to deliver these live, which we're talking about the album, but what we should be talking about is our live show, because our live sound was also something that we were creating congruently with the album. We were crafting this new sound when you go to a live show that's in high definition. And the best way I could equate it is like, you remember when we just had regular color TV, and then you go and you look at a high definition 6K TV, and you're like, whoa, imagine that for your ears.
Right.
You've been listening to black and white audio, and all of a sudden at a Messer show you're going to get full HD. And
nice.
A lot of that was because we were able to take the time in our home studio to create some software and some automations and programming that we did that we're living in the future, and it's a digital world, and the things that we're able to do to recreate our live sound sonically, we're living in a great time. I mean, speakers have come through this revolution in the last 5 where there's more clarity in speakers, there's more information. It's essentially being more under the microscope. And anytime you magnify anything, you're going to get down to see it on a molecular level.
Right.
And all we essentially did was fine tune our craft to be able to deliver it with surgical, scalpel sharp accuracy, and effectively weaponize our sound to come from what we feel inside, because that's what we are, transmitters of emotion and energy, and we transfer that into our instruments, into the notes that we play with deep intention, and then it comes out to speakers, reaches out into invisible things and touches an audience member, giving you goosebumps,
right,
watering your eyes,
yeah,
making you feel it. And because you can feel it, and then you can hear it, you can resonate with our message on a level unlike you've ever heard before. Guaranteed.
Nice. So, after Dallas, where are y'all going?
Oklahoma. We have a couple of days off in Dallas, but our Pledge Music campaign has been very successful for us, and we have going to spend our days off signing hundreds of vinyl records and CDs that have been pre-ordered. And are
you going to do that at a venue somewhere?
No, we're doing it at our private studio that we have. We have a nice studio back home in Fort Worth, and our wives and girlfriends are back home getting all the tables and everything set up for us. We haven't even seen the records yet. We've only seen them over Skype or FaceTime, because they were delivered to our studio while we're on tour. Of course, we have the CD, but I want to hold the record. I want to see that, So we're excited to get home to be able to hold that as well. As some of the other special items that we have that we haven't even seen yet, but we ordered some really cool. We wanted to make the unboxing of our album, our Pledge Music packages, like the Diamond package. We wanted to make that unboxing a very interactive experience. It's so we're excited to see how all of that has come together, because we've been on the road while all that stuff's been coming in.
Right. So I noticed that your hat is Texas flag.
That's right. Yeah. We actually created this logo after the last hurricane that came through Houston, as a matter of fact.
Harvey.
Exactly.
Harvey.
And so we wanted to show our support for Texas Strong, as well as everybody else. And Javier, our lead guitar player / graphics department guy in the back, I asked him to come up with something that would represent that, and this is what he came up with. And
I noticed that was green and it's like military colors.
Yeah, well, we put them on a couple different hats. I just happen to like the camo hat. But yes, that is the Texas flag, and we're extremely proud to be from Texas, as well as from Dallas. So
I know that's a few of you are from Texas, but I think.
Well, so
I'm a transplant.
He's a transplant. He got there as fast as he could.
Get here as fast as you can.
Our drummer Kenny.
This is his little dog.
This is his little dog Oscar. Actually, he's actually from Canada,
right?
And he ended up just breaking down in Dallas on his way to Arizona, I believe, and just never left. He was been there ever since. So, and Don, he's a Fort Worth, Texas guy as well. So, but yeah, like you said, we're all from Texas. We're all Texans now.
Yeah, very proud of Texas. We're so happy that we had Texas dates on this tour. It's been
right.
Every place has been real receptive, but it's always fun to play in front of Texas people. So
right.
Happy to be home.
Yeah, I'm happy to get some good sweet tea.
Yeah. They don't have it everywhere, man.
And Mexican food.
Yeah,
no
kidding. The good Mexican food.
We don't even try Mexican food outside of Texas. Like, nah, we're good.
Right.
So, but yeah, check us out on all our social media.
Right.
It's
we're
pretty much
everywhere.
Everything at Messer Band, messerband.com, Facebook, Messer Band, Instagram. We love Instagram. We take a lot of photos. We love hearing from everybody, so by all means, message us. And our Pledge Music campaign is still up and running through the end of this month. And you can find that by searching Messer Band on Pledge Music as well, or just by going to messerband.com, where you'll see them all right on the front page.
Awesome. Anything else you guys would like to add to this?
Come see us. Find out where we're playing and come see our shows.
Yep.
That's how bands make it these days.
Be kind to one another.
Right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out when you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.